Yorkshire. We're coming to you live from the Canada Game Centre on Bell Alliant TV1 for the 2016 Atlantic 14 and under Volleyball Championships. This is the 5th game of the morning. We're cruising right along here on TV1, and this game is between the Plaster Panthers and the Acadia Axe Red. We've seen both of these teams play earlier on this court. Mixed results for both. The Axe Red were right in a game there with Axe Blue, and that was the game of the morning so far until the very last set in the tiebreaker. A couple of defensive miscues cost them the game. You know they would love to bounce back right now, however. Here's LaForge for Plaster Rock with the serve, and at the net, Harrison got a little tangled up. And that point is going to go to the Axe Red. We'll try not to confuse you too much. However, the Axe Red are wearing the blue jerseys, and the Plaster Rock Panthers are farthest from your screen right now in the black and red jerseys. And the referee is calling a rotation error on Plaster Rock. Looks like they weren't quite set for that serve. Just talking with the referee now are the Panthers. (3-1) now. The score after that mistake from Plaster Rock. Free ball coming to the Axe Red. What a save there from number 8, Lloyd. And catching the defense on its heels were the Panthers. Heads up play as Nichols for Axe Red was not ready for that play. Harrison now for Plaster Rock with the ace. That one went right off Gajuska. Harrison again. Back to serve, and there you have it. She's feeling it early. Second ace in a row. Brings the score to 4-3. Defense was the issue for the Red earlier. They went up 1-0 in the first set. Looked like they were going to cruise right along, and then all of a sudden hit a wall. The serving wasn't there. Passes weren't as crisp, and ended up losing the second. Losing a heartbreaker in the third, like I said, 15-13 to a fellow Acadia club team. It's going to be a free going to the Axe. And a little dump over the net. Nice coverage there, however, from Plaster Rock. Another dump. Bit of a sloppy possession there, but they all count at the end of the day, and that point is going to go to Acadia. 5-4 now. The Axe have taken the lead. McDougall with the underhand lob. Shove to the backcourt. Setter ends up calling that one for the Axe. Back again for Acadia. And a couple errors there on the Plaster Rock side will give that point to the Axe. Early on, it's looking like both teams are really resorting to a lot of last chance plays instead of really trying to set up nicely for those passes through the setter. They're seeing a lot of dumps, seeing a lot of one hits over to the other side. Hey, it works sometimes, but you don't want to rely on it too much. Moves the axe now. It's McDougall. At the net, denied by Kajuska. And the first time out of the game is called by Plaster. Well, you can join Bell Alliant TV1's own Scott Squires as he chats with Cyril Looney each Monday at 8:40 a.m. on the Sideline Scoop. Get up to date on Bell Alliant TV1's local sports coverage with Scott and Cyril. That's the Sideline Scoop, Mondays at 8:40 a.m. on CTV Morning Live Atlantic. Visit bellalliant.ca/TV1 for this webcast and TV schedule, as well as on-demand content. You can also get information on live events available only to Bell Alliant Fiber Op customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with Fiber Op. 8-4 is the score now. Axe have the lead. Panthers trying to halt this brief run by Acadia now. McDougall is back there at the line again, well behind the service line. Trusty underhand, floats to the very back of the court, and that is an ace for McDougall. Another one. She is feeling it early here. 9-4 now. Lower float there. Played up from Plaster. Push to the backcourt. Running through the middle now are the Axe. There's Kajuska pushing that one over. And more struggles with the pass for Plaster. Flags them again. McDougall is on a run. Great pass there from Plaster. And that point is going to go to them. Show there, right to the setter, just like it's supposed to be done. Here's Legacy. Strong serve from Legacy. You see a lot of girls in this tournament opt to go with the safe underhand high float. Her serve is very advanced for her age. Steps right back. You can see great setup. And another nice one there from Legacy. Two tips over from the Panthers. Score is 10-7 now. And there you have it. Sometimes a little luck helps out, as that was Nichols. Reached right in there. Tried to get that one up to the setter. And it just barely sailed over the nets, and no one there on the other side was anticipating that one. Legacy got in the way of the setter there, but it ended up working out. And then Nichols at the net. Falls down a little too low for her to try and make any sort of roll, and goes right into the net as a result. Briggs now. Briggs with the ace. So all of a sudden, Plaster is feeling it at the service line as well. And Briggs sends that one into the net. Beautiful serve from Gajuska. Looked like she took a little bit off it there. Gajuska barely got that one over the net. It ended up working out. And you really got to think, you just heard the girls say short serve. Had to plan for that right now. See if she goes back to that short serve again. Oh, and Legacy tried to get that one up to the setter, but nothing doing. Gajuska quietly had a very good game earlier for Axe Red. And she's stepping up here again. The Panthers were going on a bit of a run of their own. Another short serve at the net. And Plaster Rock letting Acadia stretch their lead out a little bit more. 15-9 now is the score. Nice pass there at the net. Plaster Rock had the right idea there. Tried to get that up to LaForge. LaForge just a little bit too wide right. And once again, Gajuska, gorgeous serve, catches a bit of the net, and it drops. She is on fire right now for Acadia. A couple subs here as Goodine as well as Taylor enter the game for Plaster Rock. Oh, Gajuska loses the handle on it that time. That's okay though. She picked up 5 or 6 points there. Stretched out this lead once again. Plaster Rock down by 7 now. First set, the 5th game here, the 2016 Atlantic 14 and under volleyball championships. Lloyd, underhander. And Show tried to feed Briggs on the outside. It was not possible. Can't really fault Show for that one. That's a tough play. Lloyd again now. Over the net. Who's going to step up here? It's Gajuska. Gajuska again catches the defense on its heels. And she is pulling out all the stops now. And that's a good play. I mean, I know they often say get every pass up to the setter if you can. But it becomes a little bit too predictable if you do that every possession. And trying to catch the defense sleeping can really pay off. And in the right spot is something that Plaster Rock has to take note of because Acadia has been doing that all day long. A couple girls getting scrambled up on the Axe Red side there. Makes the score 20-11. High serve there, played up by the Axe, and those balls are just not getting up to the setter. And when that doesn't happen, it's hard to have a good offensive possession. Taylor, that was close, but the linesperson says just barely out of bounds. Nichols is with it now. And Nichols too strong on the serve. It's going to be 21-13. Another sub here for the Axe. Sanford back on the floor, and Nicholson leaving the action for now. Show just misses the line. And the Axe are just going to try and close this one out now. McDonald with it. Short serve. Kept alive. Who wants it for Acadia? Oh, and that play just ends with Lloyd flailing on that last attempt. Goodine serving now for the Panthers. Another heads-up play from Gajewska. She's been relying on that shot quite a bit so far this tournament. Why not? (23-14) now. Juska again at the net, tipping that one over. Panthers can't handle it, and all of a sudden it's set point. Axe 24, Panthers 14. Good serve from the Axe, and the first set will go to them. 25-14. The Axe Red take the first set between the Plaster Rock Panthers and themselves, and the fifth game here at the 2016 Atlantic 14 and under Volleyball Championships on Bell Alliance TV1. So we will take a quick break here and be back for set two very shortly. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back to the Canada Game Centre in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Coming to you live on Bell Alliant TV1 at the 2016 Atlantic 14 and under Volleyball Championships. Second set underway now between the Plaster Rock Panthers and the Acadia Axe Red. If you're just tuning in, the Axe Red took the first game 25-14, I do believe, thanks to some fantastic serving. A couple players really stood out in that game for the Axe. Gajuska, number 28, rock solid for them. McDougall and McDonald were excellent as well. This is Pudsey coming off that last point for her squad. Barely gets over, and the referee says it was out of bounds. It's Plaster Rock's turn now. Goodine with the ball. Axe working it out to the offside. Lloyd had the right idea, tried to catch the line there. There was a lot of space, a lot of open space on the inside of the court. She wasn't able to find it. All tied up at 2 early on in the second set here. Punches it over the net. Great play there from the Axe. Tic-tac-toe setup. The pass, the set, that's how it's done. That's why they get the point. McIntosh with it now for Axe Red. And that pass was not able to be handled by Plaster Rock. Different lineups in this tournament per set, giving everyone a chance to play. So the girls that play more in the first set will sit for the second. And there's a miss there from Sanford. There wasn't really a whole lot she could do about that last play anyway. Plaster Rock with it now. Just misses the line. Five to 4, the Axe lead. Dougal smokes that one out of bounds. Briggs with it now. That one goes through the nets. So Plaster Rock picks up another point here. They trail by 1, it's 6-5. Great pass from Pudsey. Punched at it by Sanford, that'll get the job done. And now at the net, it's Sanford, little tip. Smart play by her. Oh, and what an effort there from McDougall. Looked like no one was going to put their name on that one, and she stretched out for it. Wasn't successful. Definitely her coach will appreciate the effort there. And the service error is really starting to mount up for both sides. Bit of a sloppy start to the second set, to be honest with you. Here is Lloyd now for the Axe. Going with the underhand, and that one never had a chance, so another mistake at the service line. And the Panthers lead 8-6. LaForge with it now. Nice, tough serve there. Pushing it out to Power. That was Pudsey who just tried to punch that one over, but the set was too far over her head. Oh my goodness, LaForge, that's an excellent serve. Sanford was not able to handle that one. She's really dialed in back there right now. And unsurprisingly, it's going to be a timeout called from the Axe head coach. 10-6 is the score, and they lead early on. Well, Bell Alliant TV1 is proud to be the official webcaster for the 2016 Under-14 Atlantic Volleyball Championships from the Canada Game Centre in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with FiberOp. Keep in mind, you can join Bell Alliant TV1's own Scott Squires as he chats with Cyril Looney each Monday at 8:40 a.m. on the Sideline Scoop. Get up to date on Bell Alliant TV1's local sports coverage with Scott and Cyril. That's the Sideline Scoop, Mondays at 8:40 a.m. on CTV Morning Atlantic Live. Action is getting underway here now in the second set. Panthers have the lead. They're down 1-0. Another great serve from LaForge. It looks like the Axe defense simply just cannot handle these powerful serves right now from Plaster Rock. You can see her set up well behind the line, steps into it, a lot of force, and that is a tough serve in any league, let alone 14 and under. Unfortunately for the Axe, or for Plaster Rock, excuse me, they're going to turn that one over. So it's going to be McDonald back at the line now for the Axe. Her team down 11-7. Nice pass there from Briggs through the middle. Played up here, Sanford. Plaster Rock defense looking much better now. Oh, and Pudsey, she just got in the way of her setter there and ended up working out. Just swatted that one over with the one hand. No one on the other side. Good job from her. That serve goes into the net for the Axe. Kursky, the sky-high serve. Sanford dumps it over at the net. Nice little tip from Michaud. And what a job from McDougall. Diving, one-arm save, just trying to keep that play alive. And it lands right in the middle of the opposing team's court. Briggs called that one. Looked like it might have been out. It's probably a little too close to tell. She wasn't able to get a good pass attempt under it. And therefore, it will be another point for the Axe. Playing from those high floaters to the back of the court. Back and forth action now. Sankford misses that one. Back to Plaster Rock. Free balls on free balls right now. And Sankford trying to get something on that. Just wasn't enough power to muscle that one anywhere near the front court where it needed to go. And it's 13-10. The Panthers have the lead. Michaud has the ball. Serve from Michaud. Two girls getting scrambled there. That was Lloyd and McDonald. Weren't sure which one was going to take it and let the ball drop. And you know, coaches absolutely hate seeing that. That's what we're here for, working on that development early. You see the best players in the world even do that sometimes. Briggs, 2 girls were both going for that one at the front of the net. Briggs again now, that's set. Too close to the net, and the height advantage of the Axe is showing now. Pudsey is one of the taller girls on this team, and she got up there and just poked it right down over Plaster Rock, and there was nothing the smaller Plaster Rock defender could do. So here's Pudsey again now. Short serve works. Kukurski tried to get that one up to the setter. She wasn't able to. Axe down by 2 now, 14-12. Pudsey at the line. Another nice serve. At the net, and the tip over to the back court, and looks like it's out, says the lines person. So the Axe showing signs of life, and just as they do, it's going to be a heads-up timeout call from Plaster Rock. And Axe gaining some momentum. Plaster Rock trying to kill that right now. Ice the server, probably a smart decision. Visit bellalliant.ca/TV1 for the webcast and TV schedule, as well as on-demand content. You can also get information on live events available only to Bell Alliant Fiber Op customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 in 401. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with Fiber Op. Thank you for tuning in here all weekend long. We've got plenty more volleyball coverage coming at you here on Bell Alliant TV1. It's been a lot of fun so far, and it's only just beginning. This 3-day tournament kicked off this morning here in Halifax. Lots of games coming at you. And that point is going to go to Pudsey, and the Axe again there. So the defense starting to slip a little bit now for Plaster Rock. We saw this happen more in the first set. Strong serve from Pudsey. Free point coming now for the Axe. Sangford just throws a limb up there and gets it over. Eventually did McDonald. Tough one there. That's well out. Sangford wise to leave that alone. And the Axe take the lead once again. Pudsey doing a great job there at the line right now. Just get it over. Free balls are becoming far too common for Plaster Rock right now. Having a hard time really setting much up at all. Goodine puts that one into the net. One of the smaller players there on the floor right now. It's a little tough to handle that set right at the net. Pudsey hammers that one home for the ace. She is absolutely on fire right now. 17-14. Her squad leads. They lead 1-0 after claiming the first set. They can close it out if they reach 25. Another free ball coming from Plaster Rock. That's not gonna find anywhere near the inbounds part of the court. Pudsey dominating. And that looked like it was going out, played up though. Sangford, great pass to the outside. Using the foot there, that was actually not a bad idea. Let me show. Pudsey continues to roll it now. 19-14. Getting it done for her team, stepping up in a big way, and she's getting those serves in, and those are not easy serves either at this level. You see a lot of underhand, high floats, but hers are very strong. And that's going to end Pudsy's run, but what a job by her there. And it's going to be Plaster Rock's turn now. It's gut check time for them. Down by 4. Still plenty of time to come back. Need a strong showing now. What a pass. Right to the setter, tipped over. And at the net again are the Axe. The height advantage of the Axe really showing now. McIntosh barely got over there. What a job to try and keep that one alive. That was McDonald flailing to try and get to that one. Now it's Taylor for the Panthers. With the ace. Taylor directed that at McIntosh. The short serve worked. Timeout called by the Axe Red head coach, trying to calm her girls down, slow things down again, find their rhythm, and they need to prevent any sort of momentum that the Panthers were building. Bell Alliance TV1 is proud to be the official webcaster for the 2016 Under-14 Atlantic Volleyball Championships from the Canada Game Centre in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Bell Alliance, there's more to love with fiber optic. Thank you for watching along on Bell Alliance TV1. The Axe now extremely, sorry, that was the Panthers, extremely low serve there. Looked like Taylor kind of fanned on that one, but it got the job done. Let's see if she goes back to it again. Another, lots of spin on that. That's not an easy serve. Who wants this one? It's Pudsey. Got to make them pay right now if you're the Panthers. At the net, the middle. Boom, and at the net again. But the Axe all of a sudden slowing down here. Their lead cut to 1. And here comes Nichols taking out Lloyd for Acadia. So Nichols re-entering the game. Taylor. A lot under that one. Nice pass from Sangford. Nichols making her presence felt now. Stepping right up. She was well off the net and rolled it. Picked a corner in the back left portion of the floor. And here's Gajuska now taking out Sanford. McDougall. Underhand float. That's an ace. Tried to be fielded by Goodine. She wasn't able to get the job done there, though. (22-19). Barely kept alive. Not the best decision from McIntosh there. She's tried that little punch with both hands a couple times today. That's a position where really all it takes is a set up near the front of the court. Still lead though, 22-20. And at the last second, Pudsey got out of the way of that serve, and I thought myself it was going out, but it just barely got the line. That's a very tough play right there. And the Axe lead by 1 now, 22-21. Briggs. I like the aggressiveness. Not trying to take it too easy. In this situation though, a It's tough to say. That's a free point for the Axe, and they are that much closer to closing in on 25. With the serve. Off the block there for the Axe. And it's close. Panthers down by 1, 23-22. They're back to serve again. Oh, and big error there from LaForge. And she was so good with her serve earlier on. That's really too bad for her right there, but I mean, she's had such a good morning that certainly can't fault her for that. This is a timeout taken by Plaster Rock. 24-22, the Axe lead. They have the ball again. They can close this game out with a single point. And obviously, the Panthers head coach trying to break this up a little bit. Visit bellalliant.ca/TV1 for the webcast and TV schedule, as well as on-demand content. You can also get information on live events available only to Bell Alliant fiber optic customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with fiber optic. The Axe with the ball now. It's Johnson. 1 point. Can win the game for them right here. High serve. Nice pass. Michaud. The little roll there. Someone was on the net, and it was the Axe. Quite obvious. The net was absolutely shaking there. And Plaster Rock will get the ball again, as number 2, McDonald re-enters the game for the Axe. Down 1 point, 24-23, the Axe lead. Plaster Rock with the serve. And that one goes out of bounds, and the Acadia Axe Red win a very intense second set and win the game. So they are 2-0 on this court so far this morning. And that was very good game by both sides. Give a lot of credit to Plaster Rock. They did battle back, just wasn't enough at the end of the day. And we are not done by any stretch. Tons more action coming up here on Bell Alliant TV1. Don't go anywhere, as we will be back once again very soon for more 2016 Atlantic 14 and under volleyball championships action.